A lot of people can rap. A lot of people can make words rhyme all day long, but it takes a skill to do what he do.
I did like the commercially unsafe production choices. Let's talk about it. Let's
Let's
talk
talk
about
about
it.
it. Let's talk about it. After a second listen and understanding the purpose of this project, I can understand why he did this. This is just not what I wanted, and that's selfish of me.
Well, hey, if you ain't selfish for you, ain't nobody else gonna be selfish for you. So I appreciate that.
On his way out the door, let me pay my respects to those who came before me. Big Business Podcast. And it's a lot of songs in here that wasn't that technical bar that you have to break down. He did a lot of storytelling. Storytelling on this project. It wasn't nothing like the single he put out. And that's what really amped me up for this project. It's track two, where he told the story backwards. And I think that caught a lot of people attention. But now that the project's out, we know why he did that. He was paying homage. He was paying homage.
Yeah, a lot of homage paid on this. If you look at the credits, if he takes 2 bars from Big Boy or 2 bars from uh 7 o'clock on the dot, like even with he's paying, and then you got the Common song with the Common sample in it. He's then he got the Outcast. It's an interpolation. I think which one was that? That was I don't know if I think it was Lonely at the Top. I think or no the Village, which was it was an interpolation of a Mob Deep beat and the Outcast, and they both got credits. A lot of, you mentioned Benny the Butcher got a credit on here. A lot of homage being paid. I'm not mad at that. That goes back to the whole. I can understand why this specific music we heard is his last project. It,
I thought that was cool and creative in itself by him doing that. On his way out the door, let me pay my respects to those who came before me.
Yeah. Even with the What If song, which is one of my top 5 songs on this project. Even rapping like him, not just paying homage with words, but paying homage with cadence, which he did on that song. I thought that was very creative. I did like the commercially unsafe production choices. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
That's what I got. Commercially unsafe production choices. I like that. It's one of my, why I fuck with Freddie Gibbs so much. It's because, it's like I love this beat. Commercial success would tell me this won't do good, but I'm gonna make it something, and I'm gonna do it because I like it. I can respect that, even if it is what it is.
I think it was a very risky move because of the generation of fans he have. He has a mixture of my age range up, down to maybe 20 years old. Who knows? And those fans are not gonna like this. Right. I'm gonna be honest with you because they probably don't like the production. I remember it was something that happened last year before, when they was talking about Nas and asking the young kid, did they know who Nas was? They didn't know who Nas is, and they heard Nas. They don't mess with Nas like that because, one, the beats. He's too lyrical. And I think he took that route, and that's why I said it was risky, because that age range is not gonna fuck with that, bro. You're not.
No. Yeah, I mean, it's one of them things. He took a chance on it. I think I really appreciated it. Just for myself personally, he had T-, which works with Drake a lot, OVO producer, Wu Ten, uh, Butcher Beats, which he works with Griselda, and you can hear that, like in that What If, you can hear these things. These are things I've been hearing, man. I'm like, okay, Cole, come on with it, hit him with the boom, boom, pat one time, and I appreciated it, man. So
And I
I
thought
want,
that was going to be the difference between how I felt about this project and how you felt about it. Because I'm not going to lie, when we went live, I tuned a lot of it out because I did not like the production. And I said, I know Jizzle probably enjoying this shit. Like, he's loving this shit. And I'm like, man, why you ain't use somebody else to make these beats, bro? You know? So it is what it is.
yeah, yeah, and it is like you said. I think I want to go back to kind of like, did he sound? And this is, don't kill me too much for this. Uh,
Uh-oh.
does he sound happy on this? Does he sound happy and content with the place in life that he's at? And if he is, can you make an album like this when you're happy and content with what you're doing for if like, I don't know, at certain points he just sounded like not depressed, but it just sounded like he, in the way he was rapping, like it was moments he was like just like, I was like, what?
I I believe, well, it really depends on when the song was written because from what I've heard, some of these songs are old. And
Right.
he did tell us that he's been working on this project for the last past years. And like I said, I don't know how often he created a song or made a song and said this is going on to fall off. You know,
Right.
5 years ago he made this song and said this is going on to fall off. So um, if he's been feeling like that over 10 damn years, like what the fuck? What the fuck's going on with you? So I don't know, but I don't know if he recorded any of this music in the last year or two. I don't know. I would
uh,
assume he did.
yeah.
Um, I don't know. You feel like this project was somber?
um at moments, which as a normal album you will have moments. I think towards the second album, I kind of felt more like that. And maybe he split it up like that on purpose. Uh, but yeah, I was just thinking, you always talk about these, guys who have just had amazing success. And one would say, well, one that doesn't know a lot about life would say, you got all this money. What the fuck is you like? What's the problem? Like, but I'm not saying that, but you know how people are, type of thing. And but yeah, you know, I think this is a good project. I guess give it a one from 1 to 10. I guess how many out of 10 would you give it with this body of work included and everything?
Yeah, you did one on me. I would give it. I would give it a 7. I give it a 7.
Mm.
I
Yeah,
give it,
I had 7.5 in mind. Um,
and that's
and
all because I
yeah, go
got
ahead.
something I wasn't expecting. You know,
Mm.
after a second listen and understanding the purpose of this project, I can understand why he did this. This is just
Yeah.
not what I wanted, and that's selfish of me.
Well, hey, you got to be selfish. If you ain't selfish for you, ain't nobody else gonna be selfish for you. So I appreciate that. But there's no way you can say J. Cole's not one of the dopest lyricists of all time. I would just say that because I've been, probably gonna have people saying I'm, all type of hater and all type of shit. But he's one of the greatest lyricists of all time. When it comes to his writing, he has a very abstract writing style that if you're a literal listener, I feel like if you're a literal listener, you won't like J. Cole. Because some people I feel like listen literally.
Right.
And his writing style is very abstract, it's very figurative. Um, he does at times stray off of the topic a bit at times, but he does stay somewhat in the box of the concept of the song. So I'm not gonna do too much on that. But the way he weaves his verses at times is almost like poetry. It's just the word usage, the word references, word usage. Uh, it comes off a lot of the times as poetry, which I can definitely respect that.
Yeah, you can relate to that, man. You know, it's like spoken word, which had a
Yeah.
little bit of that in there. I don't know if you caught that or not.
Oh yeah, I caught it. I caught it. Yeah.
So yeah, I think his intellect is just what
Yeah.
makes him different. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he ever
Mhm.
wrote poems. I don't know if he was ever into poetry, but you know, you can tell this dude's very intellectual. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because and also not just using the words he used, is the patterns he used, the cadence that he can jump in and out of. That takes skill, bruh. That
Yeah.
takes
Yeah.
skill. You know, that a lot of people can rap. A lot of people can make words rhyme all day long, but it takes a skill to do what he do. And not just him, there's a few others that can do the same thing, but Cole is just different, man. He's different.
Big Business Podcast.